Hello, Dr. Al here again. Today we're going to talk about neuropathy myth number 3. You're not worth it. Samuel Clemens is attributed with the quote, "When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant, I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished in how much the old man had learned in 7 years." Hopefully, we are all a little wiser with age and experience. Sometimes, however, the values we grew up with in a Judeo-Christian society allow us to put off our own needs. I grew up in the coal region here in PA, the youngest of 9 children. My dad worked as a civilian cataloger for the Marine Corps in Philadelphia prior to their moving to Atlanta in 1976. He retired at that time, and one of his reasons for retirement was he could get a pension and the position would offer another person employment. After retirement, he continued working as a security guard in a nursing home. Night shift was hard on him. Prior to that, he served in the Army Air Corps in World War II and was in 2 or 3 plane crashes, seemingly always putting his family first and his needs second. Dad was my greatest teacher, and I'm not even sure he was good at teaching. I recall his lectures turned an adolescent off. To me, it seemed like he walked to school uphill both ways in 2 foot of snow. I guess he lectured a lot as he worked away during the week. Many stories stick with me, though. I recall him watching me with a toy gun saying, "Never point a gun at someone unless you want to kill them." Sage advice to avoid tragedy. Another was, "Never start a fight. If you do, you will get it worse at home. But defend yourself and others, and if you did not start the fight and lose, you have brothers." He believed in corporal punishment. At one of my talking back to mom moments, I forgot Dad was around, he sat me down, saying, "Son, your mother is the second most important woman in your life." My question was, who was the first? He replied, "Your wife." Once in high school, I ruined their Thanksgiving by sneaking out and getting drunk. If he warned me once about alcohol, he warned me 1,000 times. When he saw how utterly embarrassed I was, he said nothing, not speaking. Using gentle support on this occasion impressed me more than any story he had ever said. Earlier I said I'm not sure he was a good teacher through lecture. Dad, however, was great as he taught me by example. He was my greatest teacher. He once said, "If I lived to be 400 on my pension, I would have saved the government money." He left this earthly plane when he was 72 in 1990. I told this story to make the point of this video. You can put a price on a house, a car, a gift, a vacation, new clothing, but you can't put a price on life, love, family, health, and you can't buy more time when your days are done. I see patients ignore their own needs to take care of everyone else. I'm sure most watching can recall the airplane instruction. In the unlikely event of cabin depressurization, an oxygen mask will fall. Place the mask around yourself first, then assist small children. Obviously pointing out that you must first make sure you are conscious in order to help children. In a Judeo-Christian society, we are trained to put ourselves last. However, if we're not around, we won't be there to be able to help those we love. A wise man said, "Love your neighbor as you love yourself." So we need to love ourselves. Which again, going back to the point of this video, peripheral neuropathy is a progressive degenerative condition. It robs us of quality of life at a time when we should be at the summit of life. It is unrelenting. Neuropathic pain makes its victims miserable beyond belief. It is associated with psychological depression. It progresses to the point of amputation of the toes, feet, and legs, after which the neuropathy is still present. It is associated with falls and fractures, making its victims curtail simple tasks like shopping or even doing simple things around the house. Never give up because you are worth it. Never accept such a drastic reduction in quality of life without doing all that you can do because you are worth it. Don't live with the pain and associated depression because you are worth it. Take care of yourself because it's the only way you will be able to continue taking care of those you love. This is Dr. Al signing off, and remember, we've got your back.